bathroom because I was like, am I bald? Like, am I bald? Because, bro, like, I literally got out of the shower, wrapped myself in a towel, and literally walked in the front room dripping wet and had her look at the back of my head because I was just like, okay, I feel my hair in the front. Like, I didn't have a shower mirror, but I was like, girl, like, look through my hair, like, part my hair. I was like, my hair is gone. She's like, no, like, it's still on your head. I was like, no, man, my hair is in the shower. Like, it's not on my head. And she was like, girl, your hair still feels. Hey you guys, Naturally Marked here. Welcome back to my channel. Before we get into this video, I see you, see me. So I want to see you. Press subscribe and become part of the fam. Bam. So you guys, today's video is going to be explaining my lab results and why my hair is shedding. So if you're interested in this video, then just keep watching. So first off, I want to say, excuse the hair, but then don't excuse the hair, but then excuse the hair because it needs to be washed. So, okay, so pretty much what I want to come on here and tell you guys today is, I think it's December 14th. No, it's December. Why don't I ever know what the day is, y'all? It's January 11th today, and I wanted to make a point to tell you guys what today is so that you know how frequent or how recent this video is for me to be explaining these things to you guys. So I do appreciate all of you guys' condolences in my last couple of videos regarding my family's loss, and I do appreciate all the prayers and everything for you guys, for us getting well that I've been receiving in the comment sections. Like, I know I've been putting hearts and stuff and I haven't been able to answer everybody, like writing something back to you, but like, if you get a heart, like, just know I wish that I could write more, but I do appreciate all of you guys' comments and concerns and prayers and everything like that for me and my family. So if I sound a little raspy or if my voice kind of crackles a couple of times, I'm actually getting over being sick for a week again. So that's probably why, or if my voice sound a little lower. But let's jump right into this video. You guys, I got my test results back and all of my levels are normal. Like, it's not normal to where, oh, a couple of numbers is off, or a couple of numbers is off, maybe it's a little too high or a little too low. Like, no, everything is in the middle. Like, everything is normal. Like, I don't have thyroid problems, I don't have no vitamin D deficiency, my iron is fine. Like, all of those things are fine. So I did get my test results done. I think it was sometime in November. I think I went at the end of November. I really can't remember now, but it's been probably a month or so now that I've gotten my test results back, and I do ask the doctors to see the paperwork for the printout. I do appreciate someone leaving a comment down below of saying like, hey, make sure that, you know, you get your paperwork. But I always get my paperwork when I go to the doctors for my lab results and everything. Like, I get everything hard copy and email to me. So basically, what it's chopping up to be is I have, from the hair loss, it's pretty much atelogen effluvium. So I'm probably not going to say atelogen effluvium too many more times because I'm probably gonna butcher it. So atelogen effluvium is the type of hair loss I'm experiencing now. I did go to the doctors, and like I said, talking to her, I am not a doctor. I'm only giving you guys the report of what I got and what I've been told, and then trying to do more research on my own. But it's called atelogen effluvium, so I'm going to call it TE. That's what we're going to call it, TE. So because of the whole COVID situation that is going on nowadays, now in this time, that's what a lot of people are experiencing with their hair shedding or hair loss around this pandemic time. Telogen effluvium, y'all, I think I'm saying it real good. But you guys, telogen effluvium, or TE, is pretty much your body triggering your hair shaft to be stuck in the shedding phase. So pretty much you will shed 100 hairs a day. That's what the normal is of people shedding hair, is 100 strands a day. So when you're experiencing TE, your hair is stuck in the shedding phase. So you're not going to experience balding in one area like alopecia. You won't experience like balding or patching in your hair. Your hair shaft is shedding all over your head. So that's why I've noticed that the bulk of my hair is gone. And you guys, I'm gonna start looking at my notes because I don't want to miss anything or just be sitting on here rambling. So the type of hair loss it is, which I was not diagnosed with TE, because you have to go and get like your hair follicle scanned, and it's like a whole procedure that you have to go through to actually get diagnosed with TE. But because of the more frequent cases around this time of people experiencing this, 9 times out of 10, that's what it is. And the way that you know that you're experiencing TE is the time frame of which you've experienced any traumatic episode in your life. Pretty much TE can be caused by a stressful event, getting ill, a virus, surgery, medication, pregnancy, mental health, and a whole bunch of other stressful events. So for me, I was thinking, okay, well, maybe it's because of me having my son. In 3 months he will be 2. So I was like, well, maybe I'm experiencing shedding because of, postpartum. But after I was thinking, I had already went through my postpartum shedding. All of my edges and the nape of my hair came out, and my hair has grown back from postpartum shedding. So I was thinking, I cannot be experiencing postpartum shedding again like this far along. Like if I was gonna have more shedding or more balding from postpartum, it should have came out a long time ago when I had took my braids out 5 months after my son was born. So all of that hair came out. So I was thinking, well, maybe it's postpartum depression because of it could be a stressful event. This is my first time being a new mom or whatever. So I was just trying to count down like all the little things that I could possibly think of that could have stressed me out. But I was thinking, if I really was like, not really was like that depressed, but I've been dealing with postpartum depression since 7 days after having my son. So I was thinking, well, why is my hair just now coming out almost 2 years later? So that couldn't have been the factor. So just going through and trying to figure out like the certain events that probably took place in my life. Then I had remember when I was out of town in Atlanta that I had got COVID, and I didn't think that the COVID was the cause of me actually losing my hair like that. But because I had got COVID in July 21st, I had put mini braids in my head. So I wasn't like a normal person that was combing or washing my hair all the time. So I was thinking, well, maybe my hair is coming out because of the braids. And I noticed that my hair really isn't like in protective styles like that now that I've had my son. So I was thinking maybe it's the braids. So I rebraided all of my hair. So July, August, when August 21st came around, I rebraided all my hair. I had lost a good amount of hair, more than normal, but it wasn't extreme. So when August 21st came along, I was still sick, you guys, mind you. I was sick sleep in bed for 3 weeks. So I got COVID July 21st. So from 3 weeks after that, like mid-August, I was sick. I didn't have a fever. I didn't have a cough. I didn't have a runny nose. I didn't have any of those types of COVID symptoms or whatever. I was just sick, fatigued. I ate a little bit, but not a lot. I wasn't taking vitamins or pills or anything like that. But I was just sick in bed, sleeping. I couldn't get up. Like, I couldn't walk too far. I wasn't experiencing the shorter breaths or anything like that. I was just completely exhausted and tired and just couldn't really move anywhere. I couldn't go outside. Like, the sunlight, it was just a lot. So for 3 weeks, that's how I was. And then 3 weeks after that, I was still extremely fatigued and was dealing with extreme headaches 3 weeks after I could actually stay awake for more than 2 hours, 3 hours in the day. So after those 3 weeks of me finally being able to actually clean up the house or like cook or something like that, that was like a full 6 weeks that I was sick before I got back to normal. So I started feeling normal again September 5th, September 10th, I would have to say. And the only reason why I remember that is because I was worried about going to help my cousin in Atlanta on the 21st of September. But she was like, hey, you're going to be fine. You know, like, you're going to get over it. So by the time I left to her house, I was completely 100% back healthy and normal again. So I decided to take down my braids or kind of detangle my hair, and my hair started growing out in my braids. So I decided to just do the front part of my hair, like re-braid the front part of my head. And that's when I noticed that the amount of hair that I had lost August 21st when I rebraided my whole head, I lost that amount of hair only in the front part of my head, like just rebraiding from the top to the edges of my hair and from ear to ear. Like, it wasn't even the whole head, and I knew that I had lost the same amount of hair August 21st that I did when I rebraided my hair. I think I rebraided my hair like October 9th or something in Atlanta, and I noticed that it was a problem then. So the reason why I'm giving you guys that backstory is because I had to start counting or trying to figure out like when I had started realizing that I was losing all of this hair. And I noticed that I started losing all of this hair about August 21st when I rebraided my hair in Seattle, but it was normal, but it was a little bit more than normal. And then when I rebraided my hair October 9th, I was like, whoa, something's crazy. So remember, I got COVID in July 21st. So July, August, September, October. So when you're experiencing TE, it always happens between 3 and 4 months after the traumatic event, or your body was super stressed out, or whatever the case may have happened. It always happens 3 to 4 months after the event happened. So that's when my doctor knew, was like, okay, this is probably what it is, because that's when you notice the shedding. And I had to explain all of this to her, and I needed to give you guys the backstory so that if you guys want to go and try to figure it out, like run down some things, what was going on in your life around that time, like 3 to 4 months in, then you could. So that's why I give you guys a rundown, so you know that I know that it's nothing but TE, but I wasn't diagnosed with TE because it's so common now. Like, it's from the stress of the pandemic, or not the stress of the pandemic, getting the virus, but they can't say that it is from the virus. Like, I want to make that very clear. Like, they can't say or pinpoint it. There's not enough technology, or there's not enough science or whatever behind being able to prove that it is from the virus. But a lot of people is reporting hair loss, and if it's from the stress of the virus or you contracted the virus, then that's what it's from. And the only reason why I had thought about me having the virus was because my mother-in-law had told me, my mother-in-law has very thick long hair like mine, and when I went back in March, she had told me that she was suffering from shedding really bad. And I was like, girl, just do a couple of tea rinses. Like, she's like, but I started shedding like after I got COVID. And I was like, girl, don't worry about it. I'm telling you, these tea rinses is gonna get you tight and right. But it was like a 45-second like, oh my gosh, this is going on with my hair. And then it was just a really fast conversation. So it didn't dawn on me when it was actually happening to me until I actually I was making a video and was like, oh my gosh, like, you know what I just realized? And it was that, like, I had COVID. So the thing about TE is you don't lose it, like I said, like alopecia, you don't lose it in bald spots. You literally thin, your whole hair just thins all over. So the bulk of your hair is done, like it's all gone. So it says your shedding will last from 4 to 6 months. So a solution to that, like I just said, is doing tea rinses. When I noticed that my hair started shedding when my braids was still in, I started doing a whole bunch of tea rinses. I started doing tea leave-in like sprays, and I also started doing aloe vera sprays for my hair when it was still in the braids. So when I took out my braids, I had a massive amount of hair come out because my hair all needed to come out from me having my braids in, and all the shed hairs needed to come out of my head. So after I got all of those shed hairs out of my head, you guys, you haven't seen this video yet because I'm jumping way ahead, but because I knew I needed to explain to you guys what's going on, and so y'all know, hey, like, I'm fine. I'm not tripping about my hair coming out. My hair stopped shedding after I got all of the shed hair out of my hair, and I am recording step by step everything that I'm doing every wash day so you guys can see my hair gradually stop shedding when I'm like in the shower and stuff. So I'm showing you guys every single step that I'm doing to help my hair grow back, to help my hair stop shedding, to help my hair get strong again. I am showing you guys everything that you need to know. So it, like I said, it does stop shedding between 6 to 9 months. I'm sorry, I don't know if I said 4 months, but they said the shedding normally lasts from 6 to 9 months and then it stops. But I'm here to tell you, you can literally do tea rinses and your hair will stop shedding. And I think you would have to probably do a tea rinse like maybe once a week or maybe once every other week, whatever your scalp and your hair can handle. Another thing about TE is they say you could probably have a sensitive scalp or a tender scalp to touch or combing your hair, but I have not experienced any sensitive, tender scalp issues. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm just a little bit different when it comes to that, but I have not experienced any type of tender scalp or issues in that area. So another big factor that they could say that will put your hair in the TE phase of just shedding is a lack of sleep. And that's another thing that I was just like, maybe it's because I'm a mom, you know, because I haven't been getting like my 14 hours of sleep that I normally get. It's like I'm up every 2 hours with my son in the middle of the night. It's like maybe that's what it is. But like I said, I already debunked all of the mom postpartum, all of that stuff. But if you're not getting good sleep, that could most definitely be a reason of why your body could switch your hair into the TE stage of just shedding a whole bunch. So make sure you're getting plenty of sleep and try not to stress about a lot of stuff. And basically the last thing that I want to say about this is your hair is going to grow back. My hair is already growing back, but it's just going to take a lot of time. Like, my hair is super flat, but like I keep saying before, it's like my length, it's still there. Like, my hair is still growing. The length is still there. It's just extremely thin. Like, you guys, I can get finished with my whole wash day in 45 minutes. and that was never the case. Like, I can literally put my hair up in one of these, and that was never the case for me. A lot of people will not see the difference in your hair. Only you will be able to tell that your hair is thinner, or if someone is really close to you, they could probably tell that your hair is thinner. But for you guys looking at my hair on camera, you might could tell. But if I do, like, I'm gonna start doing a whole bunch of before and after shots or pictures for you guys, so you can see, like, oh, okay, yeah, like, her hair really thinned out. And they also say that a lot of people that experience TE, you will notice that 45 to about 60% of your hair will thin out. And I noticed a good 45 to 50% of the bulk of my hair is gone. It's like half of my hair on my head is not on there anymore. Like, I can most definitely, like, I can see that my hair is not on my head. But like I said, you guys, I am in good spirits. I did start taking vitamin D and stuff just because I didn't know what it was. And I did start taking these ultra hair pills by Oli, but I'm not good at swallowing pills, like I've told you guys several times before. And I'm supposed to be taking these pills in 30 days, and it's been more than 30 days because I've skipped some days for these hair pills and vitamins. But you guys, when I remember, I most definitely take my prenatals, and I'm taking my vitamins and everything that I need to take. But all of my levels are fine. They're good, you guys. Like I said, I'm in good, like I said before, you guys, like, I'm in good spirits about it, and I'm not, like, moping. It was very startling when I first seen all of my hair coming out. Like, I'm washing my hair, and it's like clumps of hair. Like, when I'm washing it, it was just coming out. Like, if I had recorded that video, y'all would have seen the freak. Y'all would have seen the freak out like none other. Because I was like, oh my God. Jesus. Jesus. Like, I was literally fist to call my cousin in the bathroom, because I was like, am I bald? Like, am I bald? Because, bro, like, I literally got out of the shower, wrapped myself in a towel, and literally walked in the front room dripping wet, and had her look at the back of my head, because I was just like, okay, I feel my hair in the front. Like, I didn't have a shower mirror, but I was like, girl, like, look through my hair, like, part my hair. I was like, my hair is gone. She was like, no, like, it's still on your head. I was like, no, man, my hair is in the shower. Like, it's not on my head. And she was like, girl, your hair still feels thick to me, like it's still there. I was like, is there any bald patches? And I came back to Seattle, and I was telling my husband, I was laying in his lap, I was like, look at my scalp, like, look at my scalp, like, look at my scalp. Like, is it bald? Like, is it bald spots? And he was chuckling. I'm like, it's not a game right now. It's not a game right now. Like, why are you laughing? He's like, Drika, there's no bald spots. But I'm like, I promise you, I don't know. My girl told me that it was no bald spots, but I just gotta double make sure. But, cause, you know, man, maybe you don't want to tell somebody that they got a bald spot in their head, but I knew she wouldn't do me like that. But literally though, my husband was like, Drika, no, you don't have no bald spots in your head. So I know that it can be very startling, but once I realized, like, okay, my hair is getting thicker, and then I went to the doctor and noticed that everything was fine, you guys, I didn't freak out anymore. So I probably had maybe a good week of freaking out, because I left my cousin. I took my hair down at my cousin's house, and I literally left the next day. So after I left the next day, I had to wait for my hair to dry, and then I washed my hair out again. And then I asked my husband again, like, after I washed my hair, I was like, is my hair balding? Like, is there bald spots? Like, what's going on with my hair? And then after, he was like, no, it's not balding. And then I was like, okay, well, it's not balding. And then after that, I was like, okay, well, I mean, it's not coming out in clumps anymore. So if you have loose hair and it's still just coming out in clumps, what I will have to say is probably like putting it in a low manipulated style and not combing your hair and not having it down like this. Like I said, y'all, don't pay attention to my hair because I don't even, my hair is not down like this, but the bun that it was in, it was just not giving what it needed to give for the video. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna stop rambling. I did want to come in here and just let y'all know what it is. I didn't get diagnosed with it. Let you know what my doctor said. And I am not a doctor. Like I've told y'all several times, I don't have a cosmetology license. I am just on here being the girl next door to try to help you with your hair. Maybe this could be happening to you, or maybe this is what I experienced. So if you want to try it, then try it. But I'm just telling you what works for my hair and my experiences, because maybe this information is not out there. Maybe you haven't heard about it. So here I am, maybe trying to help you, but I am giving the disclaimers. Is like, hey, I'm trying to figure this out just like you are, but this has worked for me thus far. And don't worry, I do see my hair growing back. I have been using my own DIY products, my own oils, my own conditioner with a sprinkle of mane and tail here and there. But like I told you guys, it's nothing product wise or anything that I was doing to my hair. Is literally because I had COVID, and that's the way that my body reacted to it. I asked my other sister-in-law, Tiara. She has not experienced shedding. Everybody else that I have talked to has not experienced the shedding at all that I have. Even my cousin in Atlanta, she didn't even experience the shedding. So the only people in my life that I know that had experienced the shedding was me and my mother-in-law. And literally, there's only 2 people out of a whole bunch of people that I know that had COVID. So hopefully this information will help you. If you are experiencing it, and do a T-rinse. Try not to freak out after that second week. I'm going to give you 2 weeks to freak out, sis. I'm going to give it to you because I freaked out. Okay? We gonna have a moment of silence for the freak out and for the hair loss. But after that 2 weeks, don't freak out about it anymore. For one, thank God that your life is still here on this planet and not in his hands or wherever it's going to go. But for me, I'm just happy that I have my life. I'm happy that my hair, if I did have hair or if I didn't have hair, I'm just happy that I have my life from surviving COVID. So yeah, just think about it that way. I do be like, when I do my hair sometimes, I be like, that gum, my hair is freaking thin. But I be like, it's fine. It's gonna grow back. So I just wanted y'all to know that I am not super down and sad and like mourning the loss of the shed hairs. I'm not at all. I am just really trying to figure out what I can do and how to get it back thicker, and making, just basically monitoring my hair now and making sure that I'm not doing really strenuous hairstyles. So you guys, I'm going to stop rambling, get off of here. Just needed to tell you guys, thank you so much for the kind words and everything like that. And you guys, I see you guys in the next video. Bye.